is ANN News Brief.
I'm Lucy Adeyemi. Severe flooding in recent weeks are said to have hit at least 760,000 persons in parts of West and Central Africa. Latest figures show the United Nations Office for the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs, OCHA, show Burkina Faso, Cameroon, Chad, Ghana, Niger, Mali, Nigeria, Congo Republic and Senegal are among those worst hit this year. The report also says more than 100 persons have been killed. Waters have yet to recede in parts of Niger's capital, Niamey, since torrential rains caused rivers to burst their banks in August, destroying nearly 32,000 houses and more than 5,700 hectares of farmland across the country. Floods are common during the rainy season, but in recent years, climate change, land degradation, and poor urban planning have led to more frequent disasters as rapidly growing cities struggle with heavier than normal rainfall. Flooding across landlocked Niger alone has so far impacted nearly 333,000 persons. More than 188,000 have been affected in neighboring Chad. UNOCHA Director for West and Central Africa, Julie Balenga, said further rains are expected, particularly in Central Africa. The situation is expected to worsen. OCHA is warning of potential food shortages because of inundated land. A new laboratory network that will reinforce genome sequencing of coronavirus in Africa has been launched by the World Health Organization, WHO, and the Africa Centers for Disease Control, Africa CDC. Authorities say 12 specialized laboratories will join the network in Africa. 10 different lineages have been identified so far on the continent. WHO and Africa CDC experts believe the move will help countries understand the different strains of the SARS-CoV-2 virus in order to improve each country's responses, treatments, or possible vaccines that would make responses more relevant to the continent's population. This move comes after Africa CDC said earlier in its report that the COVID-19 curve is flattening in Africa. The continent has a significantly lower number of coronavirus cases and deaths when compared to the rest of the world. Meanwhile, the World Health Organization has cautioned against any premature celebration as African nations are not testing enough compared to the rest of the world. We'll be right back.
We are on the road every day, canvassing throughout Africa for news you really need. We follow the story everywhere, from every corner of Nigeria to the wide African expanse. We bring you what's making headlines. We connect you with news you can use. ANN, African News Network, in a truly African spirit.
Officials in the Democratic Republic of the Congo say 58 persons have been killed by a rebel group in 2 attacks. 17 persons are also missing in eastern DR Congo and are thought to have been kidnapped by the group. The Allied Democratic Forces ADF rebel group is suspected to have been behind the violence. ADF is reported to have killed hundreds of civilians in recent months. It is one of dozens of armed groups causing havoc in eastern Congo. Officials in Ituri province say the attacks happened because of Congolese military pressure on ADF rebels in neighboring North Kivu province. The army has been waging the offensive since last year. DR Congo's defense minister and other government officials are due in Ituri today, Friday, to focus on the complex security challenges. That is the ANN News Brief at 1. For details on these and other breaking stories, visit our website, annafrica.news. Conversation continues on our social media platforms, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at ANN Africa TV. I'm Lucy Adeyemi.